Chapter 225 The Terrifying Talent of Luo He God King. 4th of Volume 6. In Huyang City, Morosa also looked towards the capital of the Kingdom of Food from afar. Something is wrong. The life of this dark sky lord does not conform to the direction of the world inside his body. Note: conform meaning comply with rules, standards, or laws. Another meaning, similar or same type. As a beast of the second level of the God King, Morosa has a certain perception of the abilities of the peak beasts. He can even breed a legion now, but he did not do so just to hide his identity. So when he looked at the figure of Lord Dark Sky, he noticed something was wrong, and immediately sent a message from his mind to Luo Feng. Master, peak realm beasts can give birth to a powerful legion of destruction. He should be able to give birth to strong warriors more powerful than himself. The world beast is very balanced in all aspects. The legion of destruction is more inclined to fight. Morosa transmitted the message. The legion bred by the peak realm beast must first have a commander, who can be called the Emperor of Destruction. The Emperor of Destruction should have 18 generals, and 36 commanders. The Emperor of Destruction is the most perfect ultimate warrior. In terms of life-saving, he is inferior to the realm beasts, but in terms of fighting, he is stronger than the realm beasts. I have a feeling that Lord Dark Sky's life is incomplete. The 6 lords merged into one, it should be the Destruction Emperor. Morosa transmitted the message. As a part of the Destruction Emperor, the life form of this Lord Dark Sky should be extremely strong. Master, you must be careful. Luo Feng heard Morosa's message. Good guy. The Tianmu Kingdom beast is too low-key, dividing the most terrifying leader of the Legion of Destruction into 6 lords. Luo He. Lord Antian looked at Luo Feng and said with a smile, "Your talent is indeed amazing, but you can't threaten me with just one clone. Come on with all 5 of your clones." Previously, Lord Antian didn't think highly of the 4 second-level God Kings in this realm. Even Lord Antian ignores the Silver Moon God King, whose strength is comparable to that of Lord Tianquan. Want 5 of them to come together? 5 silver-robed Luo Feng looked at him. No need. 1 silver-robed Luo Feng stood there. The silver robe spread quickly and turned into an endless silver river. The silver river is mighty and mighty. It swept through trillions of kilometers, enveloped the world, and trapped the Dark Sky Lord. Destroy. This silver-clad Luo Feng stood in the middle of the mighty river. The river trapped and eroded Lord Antian. The power of this erosion is obviously better than the previous immortal light of the mixed whole. The scales on the main body of Dark Sky Lord begin to tatter, revealing the inner layer of cyan flesh and blood. The flesh and blood are being eroded. This erosion power. Lord Antian was a little surprised. It has the charm of my path of destruction and is very destructive. The material that this river is made of is also terrifying. Every force is full of endless vitality, constantly eroding and wearing away my body. Luo Feng's current killing moves are Star Tower, Transcendent God King level Wool, 24-phase World Lifeform, and Mass Extinction style. Previously, the Immortal Light in the Mixed Whole was a powerful move at the second level of the God King. Then using the corrosive tricks of the fleshly body at this moment can truly bring out the terrifying power of the fleshly body. What? Lord Dark Sky can be slightly injured. Is the river area of Luo corrosive? All parties in the origin continent were strong. The spectators watched the battle from a distance and were all surprised. This Antian lord is inferior to me in terms of moves. But its physical body is still stronger than mine. Emperor Guxu looked at this scene. Brother Luo, his domain erosion can slightly injure Lord Antian, then if I encounter it, I'm afraid the injury will be more serious. What a terrifying field. God King Wu Xin was also secretly shocked. With such powerful physical skills, I can only escape when faced with such skills on a very large area. No matter how powerful the body escape technique is, this domain covers a large area. Anyone who dares to fight Luo Feng at close range will be eroded by the domain. The power in this field made the strong men from all sides recognize Luo Feng's strength. Boom! And Tianzun took the initiative. Despite the obstacles of the endless river, he was still extremely fast, breaking through all river obstacles and heading straight for Luo Feng's silver-clad Luo Feng clone. Destroy! As Lord Antian killed him, he already punched out the knife struck through. This punch affects the operation of the rules of heaven and earth, completely locking Luo Feng's clone. There is no way to hide, and the endless terrifying power is crushing him. Luo Feng's palm is like a knife, and with each strike, it is like a big sun appearing between heaven and earth. This round of big sun and that punch completely collided. Rumble. The power of the colliding terror swept across all directions, and also hit the Food King's capital not far away. Countless practitioners in the Food King's capital were horrified, feeling that death was coming. Wow! The Milky Way enveloped all directions, completely restraining the spread of power. Lord Dark Sky still stood there after the punch, with only a few scales on his fist broken. However, Luo Feng only stood up after flying upside down, and his right hand was already dripping with blood. My physical body is slightly inferior to his, and my skill level is also a bit worse. Luo Feng noticed the gap between himself and Tianzun as soon as they fought. This is only 1% of the energy reserve of the world life form true body, compared to Lord Antian. Still slightly inferior. Boom! Lord Dark Sky ran rampant in the mighty Silver River, chasing Luo Feng and killing him. Luo Feng used him as a whetstone, testing his own tricks again and again. Hierarchy of secret patterns, life, destruction, and the combination of birth and death. All have been understood. Although it is not as perfect as the Great Extinction style, it is still quite extraordinary. Now it has been verified in actual combat. Lord Dark Sky can be called favored child of the Tao of Destruction. Luo Feng continued to be beaten with various moves. The two sides fought for a while, exchanging hundreds of moves. This clone of Luo he is only slightly inferior to me in physical form. Lord Antian was shocked. And his vitality is even more terrifying than mine. Even after fighting until now, his divine power reserve has not even decreased. The energy reserves of both parties, nothing was wasted. This is the result of the physical body being too terrifying. I can't always help Lord Hansen to guard the territory. This food kingdom will eventually return to Luohe. Lord Antian understands this. However, we cannot let go of the power of my Destruction Legion. Lord Dark Sky's eyes turned cold, and a long stick appeared in his hand. It was an ultimate weapon of the God King. For Tianmu Kingdom, it is quite difficult to get secret treasures beyond God King level, But weapons and secret treasures at the ultimate level of God King can still be obtained. Each of the 6 great lords has a suitable ultimate weapon. Tier. After the long stick appeared in Lord Antian's hand, he swept his long stick, splitting the earth and heavens apart in an instant and causing a crack in the source world's membrane wall. The breadth of this fissure was approximately 1 finger. But this disparity continued all the way to the Luo Feng's avatar. Poof! The physical body of Luo Feng was ripped apart, leaving a massive wound. Ultimate Realm Technique. Luo Feng knew what had happened the instant he was struck. Lord Antian's own moves were slightly inferior, but with the help of God King's ultimate realm weapons, exploded with terrifying powers. His divine body resisted this blow, and the energy consumption was not that big. Lord Antian was shocked. This scene also frightened many powerful people in the origin continent. This Luo He's physical body was quite powerful when he was in the first level of the God King. Now that he has reached the second level of the God King, his physical body is even more terrifying. Dai Yan was secretly shocked. There are only a handful of people in Origin Continent who can kill this Luo He. Dai King, Dai Ji, might be able to completely destroy Luo He. Dai Yan doesn't like this feeling, but the fact is that Luo He is just like this. He is difficult to deal with. There are many clones hiding in various places. It is too difficult to completely eliminate them. Okay. Dai Chu looked very happy. My disciple is extremely talented. What he needs now is time. As long as he is given enough time to grow, I believe he should be able to compete head-on with the Emperor in the future. Dai Chu thought. His disciples, in addition to being rough-skinned and thick-bodied and able to resist, are still a little immature in their moves. They haven't realized a single ultimate secret method, and they don't even have a powerful secret treasure. But just relying on such a tyrannical body, emperors and monarchs also need to fear Luo He. Lord Antian, I also have a weapon, please give it a try. Luo Feng stretched out his hand, and a blood shadow knife appeared in his hand. The blood shadow knife is the ultimate sword embryo of the God King. Luo Feng needs to imprint the secret patterns on the knife embryo himself. Originally, it was his plan that the secret patterns on the knife embryo should focus on the path of destruction. After all, the path of life and death is not a system for the time being. The path of destruction is guided by special inheritance. But after seeing the deep secret patterns in the Star Tower, Luo Feng changed his mind. The secret patterns inside the Star Tower are systematic and work together perfectly. Luo Feng understood it. The understandable secret patterns of life and destruction began to be integrated into the blood shadow knife. The blood shadow knife can be said to be a super simplified version of the Star Tower, and it mainly focuses on the secret patterns of life and destruction, and they cooperate with each other. Buzz. Luo Feng held the blood shadow knife, and the light of the blood shadow knife was terrifying. Cut. The secret pattern inside the sword is engraved by himself, so it is naturally very easy to drive, and it can perfectly display the power of the blood shadow sword. This sword reached in front of Lord Antian in an instant. Lord Antian also didn't bother to dodge, and swept out the stick. The blade collided with the long stick. Boom! Lord Antian was shocked to feel that the weight of this sword was even stronger. On top of his stick skills, His root method contains many characteristics of the path of destruction, but Luo Feng's sword. The only characteristic is heavy. Extremely heavy. Lord Dark Sky's strong body withstood it. Both sides did not move in mid-air. This attack was evenly matched. The ultimate weapon of the God King, can you still control it? Lord Antian looked at Luo Feng. I admire it, admire it. If you get an ultimate weapon of the God King, you need to study the secret treasure of the weapon and use it to its full potential. It's not easy to use the ultimate weapon discharging move. My sword skills rely on weight to win, but I can't force Lord Antian to take a step back. I'm still a bit weaker. Luo Feng looked at him. You won. Lord Antian glanced at Luo Feng coldly. This is just a clone of you. Facing a clone with no advantage, Lord Antian knew very well that he had lost. Immediately, he took a step and left through the void, returning to the Tianmu kingdom. Gone. At this moment, the powerful people from all sides in the entire Origin continent who watched this battle truly realized how terrifying the Luo God King is. Compared with the Guxu Emperor and the Wuxia God King, his intimidating power is even more terrifying. Perhaps after the Wind City Empress, the Mother Riverlord, and the other 5, it will be Luo He's turn. Luo He might be able to compete with Pu Xin, the boat master of the time-space Lonely Boat, and the Yu Fu God King. End of chapter. Subscribe, MTL World, at Mountal World 1, YouTube channel.